Hello and welcome to Jacoby Origins. It's been a little while, but let's get right into some news. Metroid Prime 4 is being developed by Nintendo and as of today was recently announced to be delayed starting from scratch. And Retro Studios is now going to be part of the development process, or they may entirely be making the game. 2017 E3 is when Metroid Prime 4 was announced, and yeah, it's been a while and we've heard nothing about it, and we knew that Bandai Namco was developing it, and the producer from the original Prime trilogy was on board as well. I guess they came into some developing issues because the game has been scrapped and they are restarting from scratch, and they're going to have Retro Studios help them along the way. So the good news is that Retro Studios is now back making Metroid Prime 4, or they're making Metroid Prime 4, and the only thing that I'm concerned with, not everyone that made Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 are still at Retro Studios. Some key devs from Retro Studios went to form a company known as Amateur Studios, or Amateur Studio, which is the same people that made Recore for Xbox One and PC. Not to say that they can't get them back to Retro Studios, but Retro Studios does probably still have a lot of people who worked on the Metroid Prime series that are still involved with this project. Plus, I'm sure Microsoft is probably giving the studio another different project to work on, so they probably won't come back for this project unless Nintendo really goes all out and gets the key members back. Probably not. So the good news is Retro Studios is now involved with Metroid Prime 4. That gives me a lot more confidence in the project. Not that I didn't believe in Bandai Namco, but Retro Studios, they know they've made Metroid Prime games before. So even though not all the people are there from the original team, I still have a lot of confidence that they can pull off a good game. It's been over 10 years since Metroid Prime 3 came out, so I'm sure the team, I would hope so, would be itching to maybe make another Metroid Prime game. I think this could be a great opportunity for Retro Studios to go back to their roots and really come out with something strong. Nintendo delaying a game that's been in development for almost 2 years now, that's a big commitment, I feel like. A lot of companies nowadays, like Fallout 76, No Man's Sky, or Sea of Thieves, and while some of these games have been fixed except for Fallout, a lot of games are coming out from other developers that are just unfinished and broken, or just they're not finished fully, and we buy games now and then patch them up later, but they're not released at launch. I think, Halo 5, or when Master Chief Collection was released, it was the same way. But Nintendo's always been a company that usually likes to hold on to their games until they're 100% done and ready to go. Zelda Breath of the Wild was in development for a very long time, and unfortunately it seems like Metroid Prime 4 is going down the same path, but Breath of the Wild ended up being one of the greatest games ever created. I personally didn't play it, but I heard a lot of people thought it was amazing. And speaking of that, this conflicts with my Nintendo Switch plans, as I was gonna wait for the rumored Nintendo Switch Pro to come out to get Metroid Prime 4, but seeing how they restarted development now, almost 2 years of development time pretty much lost, and seeing how they're scrapping everything, they're not gonna use probably what they already created from Bandai Namco. So this game I originally thought was gonna come out in 2020, probably won't come out until maybe 2022. Or 2023, that's really far away. We're talking 3 to 4 years away. And the game got announced in 2017, which would make it about releasing in 5 to 6 years after it was announced. So I have no doubt that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be an amazing game, and I definitely trust Nintendo and Retro Studios to deliver an amazing product. And probably the best game in the frickin' series, even topping the first Metroid Prime. I'm fully convinced they can do it. It just sucks that we have to wait even longer now for the game to come out, and maybe it will be on the Switch Pro or the Switch 2 or whatever console, because that's 5 to 6 years from now. That's a brand new console generation. That's maybe almost at the end of Generation 9, maybe the beginning of 10, or getting towards the beginning of 10, because Generation 8, I believe, lasted 7 years, I think. 2013, 2019, 2020, yeah, 7 years. So Metroid Prime 4 is delayed until whenever they decide to release more information. We probably won't get any more information about this game realistically until probably 2020 of next year's E3 at the earliest. So I don't know, guys, there's a lot to discuss, there's a lot to think about. Prime 4 has been delayed. It does suck, but I do feel a lot better knowing that Retro Studios, or at least most of the original team, is now working on this game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you happy that the game got delayed? Are you upset that the game got delayed? Do you have more confidence in the game now knowing that Retro Studios is involved in the project? Or were you looking forward to whatever Bandai Namco is going to come up with? You are watching JKB Origins. This is a gameplay commentary channel where I talk about a variety of things going on within the video game industry, and this is no exception. Videos like these will act as warm-ups for me to kind of get back into the groove of making YouTube videos again. I also want to upgrade to 4K content for this channel as well. I have still yet to buy a 4K capture card, but hopefully I can do that relatively soon. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, give it a thumbs down. My name is James of JKB Origins. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the support, and I'm just warming up. I'll see you next time.